Fernanda Perez is with the Atlantic Council. She's the Associate Director of the Adrienne Arsht Latin America Center. Her work focuses on Mexico and the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. Maria, welcome to our program.
Thank you.
The idea of weaponizing tariffs to deal with a completely unrelated issue like immigration, is this part of a strategy? Is this a ploy? Is this effective?
Asieh, we are all very perplexed. President Trump's timing to impose or to send out a tweet saying that he's going to impose tariffs on Mexican products starting on June 10 is very nonsensical. Just yesterday, hours before he sent out that tweet, he had sent to Congress the draft statement of the USMCA bill. So that opens up a 30-day window so that Congress and the White House have conversations and consultations before you can vote on the deal. It's very nonsensical, perplexing, confusing.
So do you think he's going to go ahead with this threat? Is he actually going to do this, or is this part of some Trumpian strategy?
It is a very Trump playbook move. If you look at the history of this administration, he shoots out a tweet, he creates a crisis, then he de-escalates, he deals with the crisis, and he solves the crisis. However, in the case with Mexico and Mexico-U.S. relations, it's been very tense since he started campaigning in 2015, and we've seen escalations. We don't know if these tariffs are going to materialize. However, I do not think that he's going to go back. We don't see any de-escalation in the near future.
And most of the immigration flow is really, they're not Mexicans here. They're from Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala. So, I mean, what is Mexico supposed to do here? And we heard what Obrador said.
Mexico is paying the price for a problem that nobody in the history of humanity has ever been able to solve, the problem of migration. Mexico has nothing to do. Actually, when you look at the numbers, the number of Mexicans who are coming to the U.S. is negative. There are more Americans who are going to Mexico to retire. It's negative numbers. However, yes, the situation in the Northern Triangle countries of Central America is very bad, and it's going to keep getting worse. And the President Trump in the White House statement, there are no clear benchmarks on what Mexico has to do so that Trump deems that he could go ahead and remove those tariffs.
And explain to us who ultimately, Maria, pays the cost of any tariffs imposed on any country, whether it's China or whether it's Mexico.
Asieh, countries don't pay tariffs, and so there's something that a lot of misinformation out there. Ultimately, the ones who pay the tariffs are the consumers. First, those tariffs affect the companies, and then the companies translate those costs to the consumers. So ultimately, U.S. farmers will be affected. The auto industry is going to be hit really hard. This is going to be catastrophic for both the U.S. and the Mexican economies.
And Trump's other argument is that he keeps saying Mexico has not treated us fairly. Again, he also said China in the past has not treated United States fairly. Does he have a point here?
I don't see what his point is. Mexico, in very good faith, renegotiated the trade agreement. I think that these tariffs, if he does go through with them, are going to hit very hard U.S. credibility. Because we have, as you were saying, the U.S. is in trade talks with China, with Japan, with the European Union. How do you think they're going to see the United States, who has already been working with another country on a trade agreement, and despite that, is still slapping tariffs? Like, there is no good faith on the part of the United States. It's a very bad sign to send to other countries.
All right, we'll leave it there. Maria Fernanda Perez, thank you so much.
Asieh.